Rose's Cafe. Today at Rose's Cafe we've decided to try something American. So despite its name, few dishes are more identified as American than the hamburger. How it came to be named for a city in Germany, Hamburg that is open for debate, but most historians believe that this sandwich first appeared in America around 1890. The hamburger first gained nationwide fame in America when it was served at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. And that year, in an article by the New York Tribune, it was referred to as, quote, the innovation of a food vendor on the pike, unquote. Now, I have no idea what they mean by the pike, but anyway, that's when it first appeared in print. According to Wikipedia, a hamburger is defined as a patty of ground meat, usually placed inside a sliced bread roll. Okay, once those requirements are met, a hamburger becomes just about anything you want it to be. The meat is usually beef, but it doesn't have to be. I've seen hamburgers made with ground lamb, turkey, chicken, pork, and buffalo. And I've had hamburgers, veggie burgers with no meat at all. The bread is usually a specially baked yeast roll, but not necessarily. Once in the Philippines, at a McDonald's, as a matter of fact, in Manila, I had something they called a McRice burger. And in that case, the bun was actually composed of sticky rice that had been molded inside of a grill ring, placed on the grill, and fried until it became a coherent piece of food to be used as a bun. So the burger doesn't necessarily have to have a bread bun either. The toppings for hamburgers typically are something like lettuce, tomato, mayo, and cheese, and pickles maybe, but again, it doesn't have to be. It can be almost anything that you think might taste good in any combination you like. So basically, the only thing you have to have a hamburger is some sort of ground meat put on something of a bun. So today I'm going to show you a way to make a relatively heart-healthy version of my all-time favorite American meal, the bacon cheeseburger. We're going to use turkey, ground turkey and turkey bacon to make this cheeseburger, and I think you'll enjoy it. Our first step is going to be to make our ground turkey patties. Now, I'm pretty much of a glutton, so for me, a typical dinner would be a couple of quarter-pound burgers. So this recipe is going to make 2 burgers. You can add or subtract to that as you see fit, but I'm going to start with about 8 ounces, that's about a half a pound of ground turkey. And to that I'm going to add 1 egg. Turkey doesn't have the fat that beef does, so you have to have something in there to bind it just a little bit. And to that I'm going to add some freshly ground pepper, and to my own taste, that looks pretty good. Going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, this shaker doesn't let very much out, so I'm not putting nearly as much as it looks like. I'm going to add some garlic powder. Again, to taste. And I'm going to add some grated Parmesan cheese. About that much. That just gives it sort of a little more flavor, and I like that. Now what you need to do is get in there with your hands. Make sure you wash them first and get everything all mixed up. Get everything blended in well. Now once you have the ingredients well blended, you want to shape the meat into 2 more or less equal patties. Now I'll put my burger patties and my turkey bacon here on my griddle set at about 400. It's going to cook it nice and slow that way. It'll take it a little while to cook. I'm going to brown it good on both sides. Now, while your meat is cooking on the grill, you can use this time to dress up your hamburger buns. Now I have some sesame seeded hamburger buns here. I like those. You can use whatever your favorite kind is. Or you could go all foodie and chefy and try to make your own. That's a recipe for another show, but that's a possibility as well. I'm going to dress these up with a little bit of mayo. I don't like my sandwich to be too dry. I'm going to top that with a bit of lettuce. This is romaine. I like romaine better than some of the other kinds, but you can use whatever you like, or no lettuce at all if that's what you like. So there's some romaine lettuce, a slice of tomato. Okay, this is looking really good so far. And I believe I'm going to hold off right there for right now, just until we get the meat finished and on the bun here. Now, when your meat is cooked through and nicely browned on each side, you can lay a slice of your favorite cheese. Me, I like pepper jack. It gives it just a little bit of heat. You want to really be sure that your meat is done through, because with ground meat, depending on the species of animal you use, you have the distinct possibility of picking up something like enterohemorrhagic E. coli, Campylobacter, or Salmonella, and that would not be a good addition to your meal. But if you cook the meat so that it's well done all the way through, you're going to kill that bacteria, so that's not going to be a problem. Now, the cheese has started to melt nicely. It's just about where I like it. So I'm going to remove it. You can let it melt a little more or a little less. So there we go. I'm going to move this patty right on there just like that. Put that in place. Isn't that looking great? And we have the bacon, the turkey bacon, which I have cut in half already in order to make it fit on the hamburgers a little better. And there we are. Now we're going to top these guys off with a couple of hamburger dill chips, and we'll be just about set. Sometimes I like to use sweet bread and butter pickles here, sometimes dill chips. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. So there is Michael's turkey bacon cheeseburgers, and I am ready for dinner. Well, that's it for this time, but come back and see us again soon here at Rose's Cafe. Bye now.